the superstars of the evening. It is Jason Moloney. He is defending his WBA Oceania Super Bantamweight title, and he comes up against a far more experienced opponent in the form of Junior Bajawa. But I think we're about to see something special, because it's a bit of a test for Jason Moloney, and he's got to stand up in front of a big parochial home crowd. Ben Damon here for you, and alongside me, former world champion Danny Green, and also commentator and promoter Peter Maniatis. Boys, we're looking to see perhaps Mr. Moloney here step up to another level.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm interested to see how he handles this Bajawa guy. He's obviously a lot more experience than any of the opponents that Moloney's faced. It's just, you know, very compact, very, very compact young fighter. And the Bajawa's just, you know, covering up, just seeing what Moloney's got. I think he's a very experienced campaigner, so he's not overawed at all. He's just working his way to it.
Danny, you've had a lot to do with the Moloney boys. You first met them at Manny Pacquiao-Mayweather card, and they kind of had a brief chat, and you've kind of taken them underneath your wing, haven't you? Yeah,
you know, it's I met Mo then. They're just lovely boys, but also, you know, apart from that, they're very, very solid fighters, very, very classy and skillful young men, and they're a great advertisement for the sport of boxing.
Now, I think Junior Bajawa has got a bit of a surprise by the power of Jason Moloney. He's looking to his corner already. He's obviously concerned. He's been caught with a couple of shots to both sides of his body, and he didn't like it one piece. Danny, you don't want to be seeing a fighter away from home going to his corner like that in the first round of a 10-round fight.
No, I think the left rip, one of the left rips that Moloney got him with, actually stung him. He's complaining the poor bloke can't. He's got no grip in his shoes, so he's sliding. I think that's the reason he was actually looking at his corner. Oh, good counter right hand there. He can't get grip, the poor bloke, which I hope somehow they can change it, because it's terrible if you can't get any grip, because you can't get any leverage, you've got no balance, and you've got no power.
Yeah, perhaps a new pair of shoes, and he's certainly struggling. And as a result, Jason Moloney is starting to load up on some of these shots, and we're in the first round of a 10-round fight here.
Watch his back foot, man. His right foot is literally sliding everywhere he goes.
It's like he's on skates, isn't it, Danny?
It's very difficult for the bloke. I feel very, very sorry for the kid. I hope they can do something in the 10 rounds.
And we mentioned Andrew Moloney, also a former Commonwealth Games gold medalist, so he's got pedigree, hasn't he?
The bad thing is, if he can't fix that, it's going to be a far easier fight for Moloney, and it's not going to help him, because it's not really testing him as much as it should do.
Well, do you think there's a chance in between rounds, if he does survive, that we'll see him take the shoes off?
They've got to take them off, mate.
Yeah, he's better off fighting barefoot than having those slippery boots on.
Whether they can rough them up or something in the corner there, but otherwise I'd say we'll be seeing them come off after this first round. It is Junior Bajawa. Now, he's had 20 fights, 14 wins and 6 losses. He's obviously far more experienced than his opponent here, but he doesn't have any experience at having no grip, and that's what's really seen him struggle here. And
mate,
also,
his back foot's everywhere. They've got to do something about it. The guy can't fight like that.
Round one. Maybe put some sticky tape on the bottom of the boots, anything, just to get him some traction.
Well, let's have a look what they do decide to do. We'll head towards the corner of Junior Bajawa, because he's having a real bit of trouble. Yeah, you're exactly right, Peter Maniatis. They've decided to tie a bit of tape around the shoes of Junior Bajawa, so we do hope that that does give him some traction, because a fighter who's an underdog and who has come so far from home, that's the last thing he needs, is a problem like this. Indonesian opponent here, Junior Bajawa, he comes out, and I don't know that they've been able to achieve too much in between rounds for him there.
They did nothing.
They did nothing. He went to try and put some tape around there and stopped halfway through. Don't know why.
Well, I think taking the shoes off may have been a significantly better option, but as it is, he's going to have to go back to work with no grip whatsoever against Jason Moloney. And once again, he takes those shots to the body. He's got a pretty tight defence when he wants to use it, Bajawa, but the power of Moloney is, well, it's there for everyone to see and everyone to hear in this venue as he goes over the top with a big right hand and follows it up with a nice slick combination there. And again, Bajawa, well, he's quite literally on his skates. The back foot is not helping him at all, and he's just about lost his footing there in the corner as Moloney goes right to work now.
The referee's got to do something about this.
No, but realistically, what's the corner doing? I mean, you prepare your fighter. The first thing you make sure his boots is okay when they're warming up.
I get that, Pete, but the guy's falling over. I get that, mate, but they've got to do something about it. It's not fair. It's not fair to Moloney either. It's not to help him by beating a guy who can't fight properly.
Well, as disappointing as it sounds, perhaps we won't have to worry about it for too much longer, because surely Junior Bajawa, under this sort of punishment and with the horrendous problem of not being able to stand up straight, it might not last that long. Let's see what they do here, and surely the option has to be taken to take the shoes off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's not going to want to hang around and fight. He can't stand the poor guy. I've had him before when I'm training, and it is literally impossible to move. He can't get 1 ounce of leverage. The guy can't fight. I'm surprised he's even hanging on. That's how experienced this guy is. He's still here.
It's a tough effort from him to stick around for this long, because some of these shots, they've got plenty on him, and he's worn them. And there we see Moloney himself lose his footing.
Right. Jason's just about punching out of the ring. He's got, fantastic power.
Now, Danny, you have had plenty to do with both of these boys. Can you give us a comparison between the two Moloney brothers?
Mate, I couldn't even tell you who's who when I'm next to him. And, and I watched them spar one day, and I was watching twin brothers. It's a pretty clever thing to say. I want to.
What about in terms of a boxing style? There's some who believe that one's tougher, one's slicker. What are your thoughts on the two of them?
Oh, look, mate, they're both very similar. Both throw very similar shots. They're both tough, both very, very sharp, very compact. One thing I notice about these boys is they're extremely compact. I do want to see them start working their jab more. When they step up in class, they're going to need to have a world-class jab. To be a world-class fighter, you need a world-class jab.
Now, we're about to see another opportunity for the corner of Junior Bajawa to do something about the situation that is unfolding in front of them. Their fighter simply cannot get any grip. He's got a new pair of shoes on, and he's slipping not only on the signage, but on the canvas itself, as we have a look at some of the highlights there from round number 2, and it was one-way traffic yet again. Bajawa taking shots down the middle, and some of these shots to the body were really starting to do some damage. But the situation was that Bajawa just couldn't get any grip on the tape, and yeah, you're exactly right, Danny Green. That is not going to help whatsoever, I wouldn't have thought.
It's like putting a cap on Yankee style back to front when it's 50 degrees on, and no sunnies. Well done, boys.
Well, if it wasn't so serious for Junior Bajawa, you would be laughing, but the situation is that he's in there, and with no grip, he's completely outgunned by Jason Moloney. He throws a nice shot on the way out himself there, and
he threw it, Moloney threw it. Jace threw a very nice little counter left hook, got him on the way in.
Bajawa looking a bit more comfortable now, boys. There is some...
I want to see him at his best, because that's going to bring out the best in Jason Moloney. Without him being his best, that's not going to test Jason as much as it should do. And I know this kid's got the tools to be a world-class world champion.
And that's a big right hand over the top, and I think that may have done a little bit of damage, perhaps to the will of Junior Bajawa, because he did wear it pretty strongly. He's been a professional for a long time, made his boxing debut as a professional in 2008, so he's known his way around the ring for a lot longer than Jason Moloney has as a professional, that's for sure. But we're seeing Moloney, as his feet go out from under him again. Now, he looks to be going for the kill, Jason Moloney.
They need to take this bloke's shoes off.
Yep.
Moloney looking to keep his streak of knockouts alive. He has 5 fights, 5 wins, 5 knockouts, and in fight number 6, it looks very much like we will be seeing him produce another early stoppage with an opponent who is not only outgunned, but has the wrong shoes on.
But saying that, Junior Bajawa has gone the distance with AJ Burnell, and AJ Burnell I know a lot about. He was signed by Golden Boy Promotions, tough Filipino. So to go the distance with Burnell, believe me, he can take shots.
No knockdown.
And there we see again, as he looks to stretch out and throw the right hand, the feet go from underneath him, and he's gone back to the deck again. Obviously no knockdown was called there on Junior Bajawa, the Indonesian who's come here to fight against Jason Moloney, and wears a couple of big shots again as he backs up towards another nasty piece of signage there and finds himself in the unpleasant position of being against the ropes as Moloney presses forward now and throws some good shots.
Jeez, Jason unloading now. He's just relentless in his attack. He's bombing him. Overhand rights, left hooks, left rips. He's bombing him. Bajawa there slipping in. They've got to do something about these shoes. Referee, maybe he should take action here. Maybe use some brains. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm sure he's got brains, but he should maybe just take action and stop it. until he can fix the problem.
You'd think they have to take the shoes off now, or...
I think they're going to, mate. I think they're going to.
Okay. Well, we hope that sanity prevails, because while he is clearly outgunned here against Jason Moloney at this early stage of the fight, Junior Bajawa is a very experienced campaigner. He has had 20 fights, and he would be acquitting himself significantly better than he is being able to tonight, because he just can't get his footing. And every time he tries to throw his own right hand, he just about hits the deck, and that is certainly no preparation to try and build a solid 10 rounds against a young gun like Jason Moloney, as we have a look at a few of the highlights there out of another clear Moloney round.
Oh, Jason just missing that little left hook on the way in there. Would have done a lot of damage, I think.
Get ready, get ready.
It's terrible. They're going to take the boots off. Let's see what happens with this boots off. Hopefully this makes a difference to Bajawa. Hopefully he can stand and trade and go toe-to-toe. I just think it's going to make a better fight, but it's going to make Jason Moloney a better fighter.
Round 4.
So here we go. Finally, the shoes come off.
Barefoot, old school style.
I'd imagine his amateur days in Indonesia, there would have been a fair few rounds done barefoot from Bajawa, so he will probably, you would think, feel right at home in this position. And even in the first 20 seconds of this round, he's showing that with a little bit of grip, he can throw a lot more punches.
We mentioned before that he has gone a distance with AJ Burnell, and I know AJ Burnell very well. He's fought for 2 world titles. If you've gone a distance with Burnell, you can fight.
Oh, the guy's shown, like, even without any feet, any footing, he was, throwing some good punches. But Moloney's just stepping up. He's just relentless, and that's one word I would have to say about Moloney, boys. That both styles are relentless pressure.
And gee, that's a nice left hook that he started to bring out in this round, Moloney. He is throwing it with great accuracy, and it's done a bit of damage to Bajawa as he goes back to the body. And when he rips to the body, he looks outstanding.
Nice double left hook, left rip combo there by Jace. He's going to want to do more of that. Oh,
Bajawa goes down. Nice short right hand, right on the button.
It's been a terrible night for Junior Bajawa. He's had the problem with his shoes. He's looking back to his corner. And geez, does he want to continue? No, he does not. And Jason Moloney.
For Bajawa. I know Jason will be disappointed because he wanted to fight Bajawa at his best, and unfortunately, it just wasn't possible. And like I said, boys, it would have made Jason Moloney a better fighter. I believe he would have been victorious without doubt, but he would have had some real good tests in between those rounds.
Hopefully not that pair of shoes.
In memory, so the timing was 1 minute, 18 seconds into round 4, when referee Wayne Ashdown told 10. Would you congratulate the WBA Oceania Super Bantamweight Jason Moloney?